Hi, Sifu Moses Suarez with RGB Wing Chun Kung Fu Institute. I'm going to talk a little bit about how we handle haymaker punches. These are pretty common punches in street fights. So this is Wing Chun's idea of how we deal with this. Some of you that don't know Wing Chun, this might be kind of new. So this is just the idea that we work with. Our main concept is always going to be the central line. Okay, so I always want to make sure that I have my techniques are moving in a straight line to target. Okay, so this haymaker, when it's commonly thrown, it's a very wide punch, very wide punch. Okay, it's not as disciplined as like your jab or your cross in boxing. This one's a little bit more wild, trying to create a bit more power. So, okay, one of the ways that we handle it, we will use either a tan sao technique, or we can use a biu sao technique. Now each of these has its own different advantages. It has its strength, and they each have their own weakness as well. So if I'm dealing with an opponent of roughly about the same size, okay, or smaller, I can use the tan sao technique. And of course I will use my defense and offense at the same time. So the way that this might look, my opponent comes at me, throws his punch, and I'll deflect the technique over here and get my strike in over here. Okay, so this is the way to basically pick up this initial punch over here. This, of course, could be here. Lots of things that you can do from here. But all this is coming down the center line here. Okay? If my opponent is a little bit shorter than me, tan sao works really great. Because you can see where his shoulder's at, he's got to traverse this line to come up to my face if he's trying to hit me up in the face. So the tan will work. Now, the weakness of tan sao, if my opponent is taller than me, so if I'm shorter, he's coming down at me here, tan sao doesn't work because there's a nice big gap right over here. So if he's throwing this punch for real, it's a little bit harder, tan sao will get about right here, but it will not stop this right here. Okay? So this is where we switch tactics. If my opponent is taller, he comes in at me, I will use the biu sao technique here. Now you can see the gap that was in the tan sao, fill it with the elbow and the biu sao, come right up the center line here. And of course I'll use my footwork and come in. So in a fight situation, he's coming at me here. And I will actually be using this a lot more offensively. And here, now you can start to do nice things like that. You can follow through with continuous striking. Keep going right in at him here. Very close for control, so just so you can see again slower. He comes in, I pick up the technique straight from here. There's my center line concept. And I'll keep the control. I'm right down the center line, so it doesn't matter if he tries to throw two punches. He goes here, two. I'm already picking up the center line to control him right over here. I don't even give him a chance. Let me go a little bit slower. Okay, so he comes in, so I pick up. I'm already picking up on the central line, so I don't give him a chance to even get that second punch off. So that is our ideas. That's one of many ideas in a sense to how you can deal with a haymaker punch. Thank you.